Welcome everyone. We just got back from Las Vegas, Nevada, where we competed in the Alpha 40 Championship on Saturday, and we had a lot of fun down there. It was great to see everyone at the convention. A lot of our international and U.S. friends that we hadn't seen in a couple years. So thanks for everyone that follows the channel that reached out and met up with us in Las Vegas. It was great to meet you and see you in person. Yesterday's video on the channel, we matched up the Alpha 40 5-color deck that we ran in September versus a budget Alpha 40 Merfolk deck. And we recorded that before Vegas, decided to go with the 5-color Black Vice burn deck in Las Vegas, and it did pretty well for us. Happy to report that the deck that you see went 2-2, so we finished top 8 in a tournament of 14 players. That was by far our first top 8 finish of our career. We made 2 switches to this deck for the tournament because we picked up this Alpha Hurricane. So we took out 1 Fireball and we put in 1 Hurricane in case we ran into some flying creatures. I think we were able to use this on a Hypnotic Spectre maybe like once. So I'd probably keep it in there just as an alternative X spell. Like if they were on COP red, then Hurricane helps because you can hit them with green direct damage. And then we also brought back in Dark Ritual. We took out Juggernaut and kept this Jade statue in there. The mana base, we ran the 7 mountains, basic mountains, and the all 9 dual lands. Plateau, Taiga, Badlands for the red, Tundra, Tropical Island, and Underground Sea for the blue, Savannah, Scrubland, Tundra, and Plateau for white, and Bayou for black-green. But the basic build of this deck, it is Black Vices. So we got the 3 Black Vices, the Soul Ring, which is the best mana spell, I think, in Alpha. The Iron Star to gain life off of our red spells, and also if they're on red. The winner of this tournament, she was on a mono-red Goblins deck. We did not get matched up against her, but if we did, I think Iron Star would have been really helpful in that matchup and could have given us the victory in that match. Howling Mine is great for drawing cards and keeping them on Black Vice. Chaos Orb, we missed 2 of our orb flips in our second match, but it did help us in the 3rd and 4th matches. We did kind of flip onto our opponent's permanents and get those out of the game. Basalt Monolith is still really good. You can get cards out of your hand. You can cast Dark Ritual turn 1 and Basalt Monolith turn 1 and be down to like 5 cards so that you don't take too much damage from Vice. Jade Statue I'm on the fence about. We did activate it a couple times. It did get Swords to Plowshare once. Disenchant to get rid of their Black Vices. I also brought this copy of Disenchant. It's kind of creased, but I had everybody sign it at the event. It was at the Square Bar, sort of a retro video game theme bar. Great venue. They had booths, good lighting. They also had drinks and food specials. So we were very casual, very comfortable in our matches. And I kept this as a little memento of the event. The top 3, it was a like Swiss. So the tournament was a Swiss tournament, 4 rounds of Swiss, and then cut to top 4. And then the top 4 players, after 4 rounds, they did a gauntlet of 3 rounds to declare the victor. And the winner, like I said, she was on a mono red Goblins deck. That was very cool build with a lot of goblins. It also had Gauntlet of Might in it. We kept the Time Twister. We also picked up this Time Twister playmat that you see in the background from Mark on Friday. He ran out of those really quickly, so we were lucky to get that. Demonic Tutor, Regrowth. Those 3 cards play really well together. You always want to tutor for Twister, regrow Twister, cast Twister again, and just kind of repeat it. The burn spells in the deck, we were running 3 Lightning Bolts, 3 Disintegrates, and a Fireball, a Fork, and a Hurricane. And the Fork was by far like the best card of the deck. In Alpha, it only copies sorceries or instant spells, so it doesn't copy like a counter spell like it would in Modern Magic. So in one of the games, it was the finisher for me because I was able to disintegrate for 4 and fork it, and then he only had 1 counterspell in hand, so he can only counterspell one of the disintegrates. My quick matchup recap. This deck went, it lost the first round against Jacob. Jacob was on a red-green channel fireball deck, and he got the combo to lock in the third game and took the victory. I also did pick up a channel in Las Vegas, so I feel like I'm gonna probably add that to this deck next month and try that in October. I could probably take out a disintegrate and still use it, and then I could, if I was behind on life, I could channel and then possibly fork it, you know, disintegrate and then fork to disintegrate again. I like that combo, so I might try that in the future. Round 2, I lost to John, who was on a mono black Drain Life Sinkhole. It was Land Destruction and Sanger Vampire, massive flying creature. One of the games he got out a Nightmare, which was really awesome, and I just did not have enough firepower to take down Nightmare or all the Singers, so he got me 2 games to 1, so I lost the second round there. Round 3, I was matched up against Colin. He was on a blue-white kind of like control deck with Sarah Angels and Icy Manipulators and Control Magics. But it's not a very good matchup against this Black Vice deck because this is creatureless, so he couldn't control magic anything. He couldn't really Swords of Plowshares anything except the Jade Statue when I activated it once. So he was taking a lot of Black Vice damage from this deck. There was even one turn where I cast Dark Ritual on turn 1. I think I played Badlands, Dark Ritual. I cast a Soul Ring, and then with one of the black, tap that for 2 Black Vices, and then with the other 2 black, I cast Demonic Tutor, and then I tutored for Howling Mine. So I played Howling Mine turn 2, and then it was over pretty quickly after that. So I did win that matchup, and then the last match of the day, round 4, I was matched up against Max, who was also on a 5-color burn deck, and that's a good matchup for this deck. I got the lightning bolts out quicker, and once I realized he was not on creatures, I didn't have to save the burn for any creatures, so I was just able to kind of quickly do damage to him in game 2 and took that match 2 games to none. So that's the quick recap, my friends. I'll show you the playmat as well, and then stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see what changes I make to this deck for October. I might even put in the signed Disenchant in place of one of the unsigned ones as a kind of a cool memento of the Vegas tournament. I appreciate everybody, like I said, for subscribing to the channel, liking the video, commenting below if you have thoughts on this deck. I appreciate the feedback. Hope everyone has a fabulous rest of the week. Let's put that right there and sign off. Until next time, everyone, have a great day.